Hey fellas, thanks for joining me. Welcome to Friendship Shaving. Now before I get into today's shave, I'd like to show you something that I've won. It was a gift from one of the gentlemen on the Shave Dad Facebook group, which is a fantastic group. And the gentleman that runs it, Jerry, works very hard to ensure that there are lots of giveaways, and fantastic they are too. So every once in a blue moon I'll put my name down for something, and I've won something. Let me show you. This came from a gentleman called Adam, who has a shop called Ye Old Straight and Strop, and it is a vintage Candre razor strop, and it's in the most fantastic condition. It is shell leather, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And you can see the company logo there at the bottom, the Candre razor strop company, and some more information there. A genuine shell finish, so we'll talk about that too. And on the back of the strop, it's still got the original instructions. I'm guessing this is from the 1980s, because it has this type of clip, and that won't fit on my door handle, so I just tied a piece of ribbon around it. But just like to say a big thank you to the Shave Dad group, and particularly to Adam. I mean, this is a rare piece, guys. And I'm absolutely made up with it. I am unsure whether to use it or not. It's in such nice condition, but today I'm going to be shaving with a little shorty straight razor, and I will not be stropping this razor on that nice strop because it's a short razor and I don't want to catch the strop in the middle. Be stropping a razor wider than the strop itself, just to be safe. It's such a beautiful strop. Anyway, that's going to be today's razor. And the brush today, well, here we are. This was something else that I won through the Shave Dad group, and it is a Runman brush. There is the logo at the bottom, and it's called a dark gold chubby, and it has in it a Mula STF knot. And I've started lathering up, so I'm just going to put a tiny drop of water in there. I've actually put far more than I intended. So I'm going to be really working this now because it's suddenly gone to water, and we'll see if we can get a decent lather, a nice wet lather for a straight razor shave. And the soap that I'm going to be using today is a sample of Candre's Magellan. It's quite interesting, guys. Candre is, of course, good soap. I've used a different scented Candre soap the last 3 shaves on the channel. So this is one of their newer offerings, Magellan. It is spicy and herbaceous all at the same time, and it has a real camphorous scent, as you open the pot and put your nose in, I can really smell the camphor now. And sitting behind that is at first in the pot almost a slight hint of lavender, because they use the scent of a plant called lavandin, which is a similar plant to lavender, but it has the camphorous scent associated with it. And then smelling it now on the brush and in the bowl, I'm getting the camphor mixed with thyme. And that is certainly quite nice, certainly pleasant. And it's lathered up brilliantly with this brush and this Mula Estia knot. And that extra water just proved to be perfect. So I was quite lucky there, I feel. There we are, we'll put that up there. I've got absolutely loads of soap in that knot. I've got more in my bowl, and I only used about that much soap on the end of my finger there. Not much at all. Here we go, let's take this razor. I love the colour of these scales. A nice little short razor made by John June. I don't know if John still makes these. I haven't looked for ages, but this is a reworked gold dollar razor. It really is very nicely done. For an inexpensive razor, it's very nice indeed. I like it a lot. I like the shortness of it. And it's coping rather well today with about a week's worth of growth. Guys, I'm doing so much looking after my mum and all the other things that I have to do that that shaving has taken a bit of a back seat of late. I think the last two shaves I've had a week's worth of growth on my face, so I do really enjoy having a shave, guys, but sometimes just sit down and I cannot be bothered to get up again, except to go to bed a little bit later on. So that's the way it's been of late. I know plenty of you know what that is about. Now this STF knot in my dark gold chubby is Muller's synthetic knot, and the STF stands for silver tip fibre. And this knot is made up of 37% plant fibre, or plant-based fibre, perhaps is the correct way to say it, which I think is an incredible thing. Now, when I got this, the knot prickled me, and I really didn't like it. And I've used it a few times, and that's gone now. And it's turned into an absolutely fantastic brush. It's super soft and super comfortable. It lathers up brilliantly. It's one of the nicest synthetic knots on the market. I think it's just terrific. Just going to rinse my face a little bit, guys. Now I'm still getting the thyme and slightly camphorous scent from the soap, and I was sniffing there because also in this soap are scents of, I'm just looking now, clove and cinnamon, spicy clove and warm vanilla-y cinnamon. It's certainly not overpowering, the clove or cinnamon scent, and perhaps they will come along later. I'm starting to get a little bit of the clove now, but it's still very, very light. Now, of course, cinnamon particularly can cause people to have a reaction, so that is worth bearing in mind. I have not had a reaction as such, but just around my top lip there on the corners, I'm getting a slight little tingle. And yeah, just sort of around here. So there is something going on there. And you know, if you are obviously allergic to cinnamon, maybe this one isn't for you. But in terms of the scent, it's quite nice. It's not overpowering. It's certainly not like a Christmassy scent. Not for me, anyway, at the moment. Yes, the spiciness is definitely coming through a little bit more now. I used it the other day, well, not the other day. Last time I tried it was actually the first time I tried it out. and it settles down to a very nice scent indeed. I've just looked on the floor, I've got a big splat of lather down there. So guys, I'm thinking about getting a closer view with the camera. What do you think to that? Or do you think this view is good enough? Do I need to be here for shaving? Perhaps here? Is this a bit far away? Let me know what you think, please. The tip of this is very sharp, guys, so I'm just being extra careful around my nose. Whoop. Power cut. We got a power cut, guys. I was expecting that later, but I've obviously been working. Good job I'm not in the dark, isn't it? Be interesting to see the difference. Oh, we're back on. Be interesting to see the difference with the power on and the power off. There we are, guys, that's an easy shave. I've quite enjoyed this Magellan. Yeah, no problems with it, except for that little slight tingle there, which seems to have eased now. So there we go. So that's a very good shape. It's a very nice razor, a little John June shorty. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to use, you know what it is, a Sarge rub again. I tell you what, I'm using such a little drop of this every time, and there's plenty to go on my face. It's a real good value product. And that, gentlemen, will do for me. So just like to say thank you once again to Jerry and all the guys on the Shave Dad group, or in the Shave Dad group, and especially to Rune and to Adam for the lovely gifts that I have received, and they are absolutely terrific. So probably by the next time I have a straight razor shave on video, I may have used this, or I may just hang it somewhere and admire it. That kind of would be a shame, but is phenomenal, guys. Take good care. I'll catch you next time around. All the best now. Bye-bye.